It is time. It is time. The Celebrity Big Silz roast for Eagle fans. Really for NFL fans. Do you have what it takes? We are going to find out. Okay? We are going to find out. Now, here are the ground rules again. Okay? Here are the ground rules. You're going to get 3 minutes tops. And if I think you suck, we're going to yank you quicker. So you get 3 minutes. Okay? You have to be a member subscribed. It has to be in a super. Okay? That's how we're going to do this. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. The likes are down. They're only at 220 or what have you. Okay? Hit that like button. This is the first time in my 38 years I've ever turned my show over to amateurs. Okay? And I'm going to promise you, if you're not good and you don't have your shit together, you're going to get annihilated. I am an equal offender, equal opportunity offender. Line it up. All right, Zander. Let's get the first one. There's the link to join. Very good. First one's up. Come on. Come on. Come on in. What are we run? Where are we going? Look at Eagle Nest. Eagle Nest has the popcorn going. Okay. All right. Here is the first one. We are going to go in this order here. We're going to go Anton. Then we're going to go Ace. And we'll go here. Is that how you want to do it, Zander? Do that. We got Kyle. Okay. Kyle. So far, Anton. We have Ace. Kyle. Ruiz. All right, come on. Come on in here. I can't wait to see these folks here. Is that where we are, Zander? That's good right there. Here comes Anton. All right. Let's bring Anton up.
What's going on, Big Silz?
Welcome aboard, man. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Very good. All right. Let's hear you, Anton.
First, I got to say, it's a massive honor to be able to share the screen with you, Dan Sileo. Like, as much as I'm going to come up in here and try to rip you, dude, you are an absolute legend of the game. I listen to you on my runs, at the gym, at work, man. Like, your voice is in my ears 24/7, man. Big ups to you.
Thank you so much, man. All right. Now, he just gave me a friendly reach around because now he's going to kick my ass. Go ahead, Anton.
All right. First of all, since when? Okay, I guess we've rewritten the wheel now. But so Jalen Hurts was apparently, because he's a, dual threat quarterback, he was never going to be able to win a Super Bowl with that style. So are you willing to change your opinion now on the dual threat quarterback is my question.
I think he's the one of. I want to see more of those kids coming out of college now. I think, and I said this the last couple days, Anton, I think what makes Hurts great right now and what we're learning and what I'm learning about him, he's more disciplined in his decision-making right now, in my opinion, I think is better than any quarterback in the league. I still think this, though, Anton. Do I think that he's one of the top talents in the game when it comes to, again, I think being a championship quarterback and the most talented quarterback, I think they're two different conversations, and I think they get blurred. But one thing we can't do, and I think you and I agree on this, is that dude's resume, dude. I mean, he stamped this thing, man. On February 9th, he stamped it. He's a fucking champion. That's where he is now.
Yeah, no, look, I agree. Look, would you say this, though? Because I was saying this to a few guys in my office. Jalen Hurts might not be the best at anything. He might be the best arm. He might have the best accuracy. He might be the best. He's not even the best runner, right? Lamar's the best runner. But he's probably, very good at everything, which makes him probably a better overall quarterback that doesn't really have many deficiencies to his game, and he's gotten better over time. Like, you used to say he was a one-read quarterback. Would you say that's a true statement now?
I still think he needs to learn how to read defenses, but the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl showed me a lot that he really was ahead of the sticks here. All right, Anton, get the fuck out of here. Great job, dude. Great
I appreciate it, man.
Good job, dude. Good job. You're very good. Nice job. Where am I going next here, Zander? Who we got next? Great job, man. All right, let's go to the legendary Ace. Ace joins us now here. How you doing, Ace? Appreciate it.
Hey, Sileo, I'm honored to be on your show. I'm glad to be part of your JAKIB Nation and be a part of your show. Only thing, but there's two gripes I have with you that you didn't come. I understand why you didn't come to the parade. I'm still hurt by that because you're a part. I think you're a part of this, or a thing, no matter what, because everything that you went and predicted helped the Eagles because they watched you, Silz. They watched you, and we were able to propel our team to the Super Bowl. It's all because of you that we did it. Because you called everybody and Jeffrey Lurie.
Ace, you're right on. You should take a shit on me for not coming to the parade. You know, don't worry. The Krauses always notice when Zander says something. Zander throws a little jab in on me there too, a little bit. But Zander still has a plane ticket that he brings up about me about the draft 2 years or 3 years ago that the old man paid for. So you're right, Ace. I need to take some tongue lashing over that by not being at the parade. I should have been there. It was a great looking event, and it was really awesome watching what they did. And they do listen, and I think they listen because of what you guys have.
Not only that is that we learned from you, and also, my only question is now, what is your thoughts on of Lurie's son and all the schematics that they go through the stuff that you don't agree with, like the statistics and all that? Analytics, yes, correct. What is your thoughts on that now that they went to two Super Bowls, they lost one, and they went back and they persevered? What is your thoughts on this analytics team now?
All right. It works. It has to. The resume speaks to it, Ace. I mean, they've been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, right? The bullshit about them not playing in the exhibition season, actually, the 2 Super Bowls they got to, right? They were the healthiest football team stepping on the field in that game. So the things that they're saying and the things that they're accomplishing, the resume speaks to it. So you're not going to hear me go like this. They need to play more in the exhibition season because they're going to turn around and go like this. Fuck you, man. We've been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, Silz. You're wrong. So what do I think? Analytics, I hate it because I think you need to have more of a gut feeling when it comes to play calling. But, dude, you can't dispute the success that they've had the last 3 years.
Well, I love you, Silz. You're the man, as always.
All right, get the fuck out of here, man. Way to go. Nice job, man. I appreciate it. Very good. All right. So far, so good. Okay? So far, so good. By the way, make sure you hit the like button too, okay? Appreciate it. Zander's doing a fantastic job here. All right. Let's go to Mr. International. He joins us now here on the celebrity roast of Big Silz. How you doing, Mr. International? By the way, I'll tell you what I do dig in this segment. I get a chance to put a face to the bullshit that you guys have been going.
Big Silz.
Go ahead, man.
Yes. So I'll start off this show with one thing I like to say all the time in the comments. Elite. every time in the playoffs, you know, every time the Eagles was in the pre-show, I will always say elite in the comments, and I'll tell Zander to say to tell you to say elite for a good luck charm.
Elite.
And it worked.
It totally did, man. Hey, it's good.
Yeah, that's my favorite word.
No, it is, man. I appreciate it, dog. Hey,
yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Any bits you have at me on what you didn't like this year?
You know, I like constructive criticism. You're like the only channel that is realistic about the Eagles. So I never really get too mad, but I do kind of get mad. Like,
wait a minute here. I think Howie Roseman's messing up your connection here, Mr. International. We're gonna bail on that. We're gonna bail. I love you. By the way, appreciate you coming in. Hey, your internet connection, dog. You got one of them John McMullen Lincoln Financial connections. I appreciate it. All right, Zander. Where do we go next, my friend? Let's see here. So do we go to KHP? Welcome aboard, HKP. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? What's going on,
How
man?
you doing? All right.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great.
What are you, AJ Brown's brother?
I knew Silz would have some type of jokes when I came over here, man. I knew you would have. I get a Sante here. I get everything. I get everything. I'm not gonna. I know a lot of people gonna come on here and talk about Jalen Hurts, but I'm gonna just attack one thing I heard from you early this season. You said a space shuttle would come down on Earth. You said that's what the Eagles defense would look like. You said Nakobe Dean out of a 5 was 1.5. Nolan Smith was a 1 out of a 5. I mean, I just want to know, what do you think about those guys now that you saw the season, now that you saw how everything progressed? What's your outtake and your outlook on the defense now that you've seen how everything looked and we're the number 1 guys?
How about this? Let me ask you. So the coaching a year ago was probably shitty in not developing those guys. They end up putting a veteran in there, and Vic Fangio.
Sure.
They brought Bobby King in at linebacker, and they got Clint Hurt playing as the defensive line coach. It looks to me that the coaching staff had a lot to do with the development of the underdeveloped players of the previous coaching staff. There's no question that coaching, would you not agree? I mean, look at Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt was a factor in the last games of the season, man.
Which is crazy.
For me, I think it came down to coaching. Now, here's the only thing I'll say to you about Nakobe. Plus, you can't be and end every year on the injured reserve. You got to prove people that guy can be healthy week in and week out, or year in and year out, and you can't land on the IR like that. So to me, I still have a question on his durability. Is that fair?
That's 100% fair, because football is not about performing for 5-6 games. You have to perform the whole year and come out the year the same guy. You can't come out, like you said, on IR every single season. You got to be the same guy. So I can't push back on you on that one, Big Silz. I got to give you that one. I can't push back on you on that one.
I'll tell you what, though, man, you and Derrick Henry and maybe AJ Brown, you guys look alike. You guys can go out and you guys can go out together, man.
Doppelgangers,
man. I like the gear. Thank you. Hey, HKP, thank you, brother. I appreciate you being part of it.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Have a blessed day, man. Appreciate you, man.
You too, man. Have a blessed day here, man. I like that. This guy looks like Derrick Henry or AJ Brown. I like it. All right. So far, so good. Nobody needs to get their ass kicked. That guy did look like AJ Brown, though. All right. We are going to go now to DEO and see what he has to say here. All right. There you go, brother. You are officially on Clemson. All right. He's an ACC guy. I like it. Uh-oh. You're going to get killed if you don't get that volume up. Volume. Okay. You might have to get... No. You're muted. You're going, we'll keep you in the green room. You better fix that shit or you ain't getting on.
It's done.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Sorry.
All right.
I have bad vision, so I didn't realize it was still muted. My apologies.
Got you.
Great,
All
Silz.
good. All good, man. Let's hear you, brother.
So, well, this is for both you and Big Z, right? You know, gotta love Clemson this year, winning the ACC and taking Alabama's spot. So, got to start off with that.
Why would I like that being a hurricane when your Clemson team ended up winning the ACC?
Exactly.
Why would I fucking like that? You know I hate that.
That's the whole point. I got to start with your favorite piece, right?
All right.
No one else is going to hit this. No one else is going to hit this one.
By the way, we do get your coach on, Debo. Debo Sweeney's been on the show a bunch of times.
I heard you say that. I would love to see him come back too. I think
he will.
Interesting takes is what happens, and getting that defense better. Hopefully, it'll happen again this year. But
I love Debo. I think he does a great job of recruiting. I like the program.
He did, especially well when it was original without the nil. Now he just needs to figure it out again and maybe get someone to help with defense since we lost.
Absolutely,
our coordinator. So, but
so
anyway,
what's your pitch?
Well, I gotta know now. How many 50 million wide receivers does it take to win a Super Bowl? I think you need at least 2.
Let's see. There's only one $50 million quarterback that's ever won one. And there's now, for the first time, one $30 million wide receiver that has won a Super Bowl. So, looks like on one team, you guys have knocked down both those numbers twice. But again, nobody really has done this yet. I mean, Jalen's the first $50 million a year quarterback to win a Super Bowl out of all of them, and he's the first quarterback drafted after Patrick Mahomes to have won a Super Bowl. So again, to me, I still think the wide receivers, in my opinion, I think that position's overrated.
Indeed. And I might be changing my handle on here too. So what it sounds like is the Eagles are uniquely elite. So instead of Dio, I may change it to uniquely elite. Jalen Hurts is the unique side of that, and definitely top 5's got to be elite too, right? So
yeah, okay. DEO, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
One other thing. I have one other question for you. Is that all right? Do you have time?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So my other big issue is you've never liked Sirianni, and I get there's some issues and you're coming around, so I see that's progress. I've always been a huge fan. He gets everyone paid. You're an ex-player. Everyone that comes there, except for maybe Huff, has gotten paid in the 4 years he's been there. It's like every player that leaves, they get paid, whether they're running backs, offensive linemen.
He didn't bring those guys in. He didn't
get
them paid. How he got paid?
He coaches them better, though, and they're better when they're here.
You're not going to tell me. Wait a minute.
Absolutely.
You think that
he's a part of the coaching staff?
You think Nick
that's
Sirianni,
developing players?
You think Nick Sirianni had any fucking say in how Nolan Smith was developed this year?
Yes,
come on.
Absolutely.
He did.
Absolutely.
Wow. What could a wide receiver from Norfolk Union College have to tell Nolan Smith about rushing the edge? Come on, DEO. What are you talking about here? You think that guy knows how to play a one technique with Jalen Carter? That guy doesn't know a one technique from a Italian Ice down in South Philly. Give me a break, Mount Union. Sorry, I didn't have Mount Union. I didn't have my Dakota Division III school up. Get this guy out of here. DEO, that's horrible. Appreciate you though, man. Holy shit. He gets him paid? How can he get him paid? Come on, DEO. That was a dog shit take. Holy cow, man. Okay. Holy babe. Boom. That's how you get killed down here. All right. Let's see if somebody else can up the game here because that guy was terrible. All right. Let's do this. Hit that like button, bitches. All right. I appreciate you guys coming aboard here. Okay. Oh, let's go to Bonehead. Bonehead got to Jerome Brown.
Hey, what up? Hey, you look better in it than I do.
I don't think so, man. I only gave you the view from up here. I didn't give you the view down there.
Hey, it's either that or the wrestling spandex.
Hey, man, that's cool, man. Hey, I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you got the jersey. Zander sent me one too, and I even have to hang that bad puppy up. I'm going to put it next to my Leroy Solomon one. So I'm so happy that you won the JB jersey, man. Great stuff, man. We gave a lot of great stuff away. All right.
Yes,
Bonehead, what's your bitch with me now?
All right, so I'm going with this one. When you say that kickers kickers aren't football players, Jake Elliott scored 16 points in the Super Bowl, man. You gonna put some respect on Jake Elliott. You got kickers and then you got Jake Elliott. He a football player too.
You're gonna come in here and you're gonna fucking tell me that a guy who sits under an umbrella in an easy chair for practice is a football player? Dude, he has a size 7 foot. No football player has an under 10 size foot. Come on. Jake Elliott is a golfer.
Look who scored the most points in Eagles history. Is David Akers. Jake Elliott has 2 Super Bowl rings, scored 16 points in the Super Bowl.
Who's
David Akers? David freaking Akers. You know who David Akers is. He kicks ass and he kicks balls, man. That's what he does.
You came in here trying to convince me that a guy who kicks like he is a soccer player is a football player and has never made a tackle in his entire life. He probably can't even tackle his old lady. And you're telling me that's a football player. Come on.
Hey, he got two Super Bowls out of it. Like I said, 16 points to the Super Bowl. You know, that's more than Dak Prescott at the end of the day. So
Bonehead, no good. I love you, man. That's it. No way, man. No fucking kickers. What? Bonehead. So DEO and now Bonehead. Bonehead tried to convince me that kickers are football players. Are you fucking high? Football players, man. Give me a hold on here. I might have to unbutton the top button here. This is good. Okay, Nick Sirianni developed Nolan Smith and Zach Bond. Okay, yeah. And kickers are football players. I will give you this. Elite. I told you, button up, man. You don't have good takes, you're going to get killed. Hit that like button, man. I appreciate it. Where are we in the likes, too, by the way? Keep me updated on it. Okay. Here we go. Is that Emanuel Acho? Is that Emanuel Acho? Let's go to him, man. He thinks the Cowboys. Hey, Acho.
Hell
how you
no.
doing, Acho?
Hell no. I'm nothing to do with Acho, man. Silz, I got to give you your flowers, man. I've been watching you since you've been covering the Eagles, man. You've been right on a lot of shit, brother. So I appreciate it. You're the only real channel in Philly. I'm up in Canada right now, but been an Eagles fan for a long, hot minute now. I just want to know, because you would always say dual threat wouldn't win a Super Bowl, right? So your earlier take was that Jalen was the best decision maker.
Yep.
So what else do you think he needs to improve on as passer going forward in the offseason?
Think about this here for him. If he improves that offense, that was what, 29th, 30th? If they put that passing game in the middle of the league at 15, they'll never lose a game. To me, I think this offseason, they have to keep working with being unpredictable. Remember what happened in 23? What happened in 23, it got stale. You had guys on the Manning podcast that were like Nick Bosa saying, here's the next play. Remember they were all CMC was saying it's very predictable on what they were doing. I think this year in the offseason, you don't have to have a real uptick, in my opinion, when it comes to evolving that passing game. Just improve it 5%. Dude, if that guy improves that passing game 5% and you keep having the unpredictability of what they can throw at you with their physicality, you won't be beat. Somebody mentioned this the other day on the show. The Eagles right now are in the pole position. They got a lot of things they can do and a lot of things they can look at right now. And I think improving that passing game will be beneficial to Jalen Hurts. And I think that Jalen Hurts is disciplined. I think it really has gone a long way. His discipline and his patience, I think, are some of the best in the league, if not the best. I even think he's got more discipline than what Mahomes has. That makes sense?
Yeah, totally. One last question before I head out of here. At what point in the offseason are you going to get Bob Lang on the show?
The segment right before the draft, I can't say anything too bad because Zander's going to try to probably walk around and trying to walk on his knees. So, because like everybody else who walks in the NovaCare Center, they don't walk standing up. They kind of crawl into the NovaCare Center. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, dude, appreciate it.
Yeah,
hey,
I do,
by the way, have bad luck tonight in the Four Nations.
Fuck. Take it easy, brother.
See you later, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, have bad luck tonight in the Four Nations, man. Team USA, baby. Let's go, man. Absolutely. All right. Where are we in that likes, man? Tell me where we are. I'm not letting you guys off the hook here. No way. This can't be. Look at this fucking. All right. Okay. 258. Let's get to 300 by the top of the hour. Let's do this shit. All right. Hit the like button. We'll read your supers, I promise, too. All right. Let's go to MRees.
Hello,
all right.
Silz. How are you?
How am I?
Do you hear me all right?
I'll let you know after this segment here.
All right. Well, everyone here seems to be friendly with you, but I'm sorry to say I'm a killer.
You're a killer.
I know you see this, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Eagles fans wear white. They wear green all the time. And, this is more like, your confessional, okay? This is you. You see me as an Eagles fan, okay? But for all intents and purposes, I'm St. Peter at the gates, okay?
St. Peter at the gates, okay.
Yes, and I'm here to list all of your transgressions, okay?
So Father,
white for this.
Jesus criminy. So
we
Father,
white,
you got them all on here? What is going on here?
Wardrobe change. So this is an important day, and I needed a wardrobe change, just like the Oscars, okay?
Okay. Hey, I got you, man. Okay, like Taylor Swift. I got it. All right.
All right, Silz. Let's go ahead and have some softballs. Let's start off easy, all right? Let's start off real easy.
All right.
Let's get Deshaun Watson.
Let me get a piece of paper because I want to
get a piece of paper. Write whatever you want to write.
I write your bullshit down here. So go ahead here. All right. Hold on.
All right. First, let's start off easy, all right?
All right.
Let's get rid of Hurts and get Deshaun Watson. What a bad take. Good Lord. That guy did nothing. He's done nothing in years.
Okay. Wait a minute here. Let me retort that, though. Okay. Your general manager wanted him too.
Yeah, but we're not going to give up the farm for that guy.
You were going to get rid of Hurts because your GM wanted to. Yes, he did. He offered him a fucking contract.
It doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. No. You're wrong. Russell Wilson was offered a 3-year deal.
No, due diligence and actually wanting the guy are two different things, okay? How he's doing his due diligence.
Russell Wilson voided it. Boom.
No, Hurts
horrible take.
No, you wanted them to take Deshaun because he had what? Championship caliber because he was elite?
Dude, you put a contract on the table in front of his agent.
He told you he'd done nothing in years. He's never won a championship before. He's trash.
Okay, so wait a minute.
But you parroted the notion that he was good.
Your GM and me were wrong. Okay, no problem.
Cool. I'm down with that.
All right.
Still in the offseason. Trade Landon Dickerson.
Horrible.
Thanks. Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Hey, that was the Cincinnati. I remember that one. That was horrible. Yes. Horrible.
Okay. That was a softball. Fine.
Yeah.
Let's go with Barkley sucks. That didn't turn out right. No. He done nothing with the Giants because the Giants are fucking the Giants are trash.
How about this, MRees? I couldn't believe he's that great.
He really when he has a competent. I didn't know he had that much tread on the tires.
Me too, man.
That was nuts.
Hey, how about this, MRees? Every time that guy took the ball and got past the first line of scrimmage, I thought he was going to hit his head on the goalpost every time.
That gear, he hits that next gear so fast.
I'm with you, man.
I was shocked. Seen that in so long. That's since Shady, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah. 7-9. That didn't turn out. I told you all season it was going to be 14-3.
No, I had 9 wins. Remember, I got one last shake. I did 9. I did 9 wins. I started first 7. You're right, I did. And then I came in before the season started, and I go, let me up it to 9. Still horrible off the take because 9 wins puts them as a wild card team like Green Bay. Dude, I really didn't think that defense was going to be that good. And to me, the defense came around. Here, let's do this. Without a doubt, the 3 dudes that changed the landscape of the Eagles were Barkley, were Becton, and Bond. Those 3 dudes, man, changed the entire landscape of that football team. And they were all Pro Bowl type players, man. One guy was an all-pro. Yeah, I was wrong. I was shocked.
And turning into that notion right there, how we can't draft. I want to talk about how many integral, just in the last 3 drafts, we got Quinion, Cooper, Jalix, Shipley, Trotter Jr., Carter, Smith, Steen, Brown, Ringo, McKee, Ojomo, Davis, Juergens.
You named 7 guys that have not done anything yet.
But I named a whole bunch that have done something. I named a whole bunch that had an integral part in this season winning the Super Bowl.
Ringo is a nobody. Trotter is a nobody as of right now. And quite frankly, how long has he been in Philly? 20 years? So the last 3 years, he's been doing, last 4 years, he's been good. So 16 years he was in Philly, involved in personnel. You think he was really great? I think he's been great since he came out of the broom closet, don't you think?
Yeah, that's what good managers do. They change their mindset to, do what's right, basically. Instead of taking project players, instead of drafting a fireman, we're taking proven talent out of college now. We're looking at the SEC. We're not looking at all these weird schools. So there's that. And I think that pays dividends in the long run. We got to wait on some of these players, though. We can't just call them bust.
No. Listen, when I say Trotter, I think there's something there with Trotter. I still think his speed's going to be an issue because it was coming out of college and when he was at Clemson. However, the one thing that he does have, he really has a good sense of knowledge because his dad prepped him well and coached him well on being able to understand fits and stuff. So I think they like him. So I think there's something to be said about him. So we'll see where he goes, but the kid Oren Burks, Bond, I don't know what they're going to do with Van Helsing and shit, but I liked the linebacker room turned out to be actually one of the assets on the team where it was at the beginning of the year, one of the biggest question marks. For sure. Yeah, we answered a lot of questions that I think were, pretty glaring at the beginning of the season, but we answered them with such bravado. We did it. MRees, anybody tell you look like the guy who played the Joker?
Oh, shit, no.
Or the guy who was in, like, Gladiator. What's that actor's name?
Denzel?
Joaquin Phoenix? You look like Joaquin Phoenix, dude. I had a different look. I had a different look for you. I thought you were going to look more like a dick, but you're not. You look like Joaquin Phoenix, dude. You look good. I mean, it's all right.
So what I've gotten once before was
years, but we're good. Go ahead.
They told me I look like Johnny Damon's son. That's what I got once.
Okay. I like Johnny Damon. I know him well. He lives in Orlando. We're good. Go ahead. Give me another bitch.
All righty. Now let's get into my favorite one, okay? Jalen Hurts. All righty, baby. A dual threat QB cannot win the Super Bowl.
He's the first one.
Oh, yeah. But we told you it was going to happen, and you doubted it.
I did.
You gave constructive criticism, as other people would say, but as I recall it, it was never, ever.
Yeah, I did do that. I did.
No, that changed. Let's talk about some eliteness, okay? Let's go with Burrow in Cancun. Jackson, he's out in Florida somewhere, Miami, I'm guessing. Mahomes, I think he's
You're not saying that Hurts is better than them, are you?
Sorry, what happened this year?
I said more. No. You're not trying to tell me you think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow.
I'm sorry, they're better at being on vacation than Jalen Hurts.
Oh, so wait a minute. Okay, so
elite.
So Trent Dilfer, who has a Super Bowl ring, is better than Dan Marino in your eyes. Okay.
So until further notice, until I'm proven wrong, then we can talk. All right.
Yeah.
So okay, let's talk about all those guys in Cancun. Let's talk about my favorite, Josh Allen.
MVP, baby. Say it with respect. MVP.
LVP.
Best player in the league.
Buffalo. He only
best player in the league.
He cannot win to save himself. He cannot beat Mahomes like Hurts.
Let me tell you something, man. That guy is one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. That is a total win. I told you he'd win the MVP this year. Bang! Big Silz was right.
Stats don't win you the Super Bowl, baby. But
Stats didn't win him the MVP either. He had under $4,000 this year.
Looks good on his mantle or whatever. It looks good.
How are you doing? Best quarterback
in Cancun.
You better have one more here.
Well, never compare yourselves to the Chiefs.
With you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Never compare yourselves to the Chiefs. They're champions. Yeah, and they got
no. Never compare yourself to they're 3-time champions.
Oh,
how you doing? Are you trying to tell me that you have accomplished more in the last 4 years than what the Chiefs have?
I'm saying you negated the debate all year about us and the Chiefs because of all their past accolades. And what had happened? They got completely smashed. We expected a championship effort. We expected a close game. I told y'all 52-3, and I was actually a lot closer than some of y'all. But It is what it is. And I think, yeah, you had a really rough year, Silz. And, I know this throw is a little, maybe it's not done to your liking, all right? But I serve it to you on a full silver platter.
25 is starting out great. You know how? You hired a guy who belongs in a daycare center taking care of babies instead of giving them the keys to a Ferrari. You're giving a guy who's never been a coordinator in the history of the National Football League the keys to a Super Bowl offense, and you're going to go, hey, that's okay. No problem. Drive my Ferrari. MRees, not a good look. That's a great way to start. You're going to lose Bond, Milton Williams, and you're going to lose Josh Sweat. Hey, but don't concern yourself.
I'm okay with losing actually all those guys. We really need to keep Bond, I think, but that's just my opinion. And yeah,
MRees, get the hell out of here. I'm done with you, man. All right, go ahead. Great stuff. Okay, I like that too. MRees, great segment. All right, get him out of here. You bet, dude. Love you, man. I actually like that, man. Okay. All right, Zander, where the fuck do I go next here? All right. Somebody, let me say this, man. So far, not bad. There's been some decent takes. MRees brought props. We're good. I see some angry faces. Look at Lucius in the green room. He's got an angry mug on him, man. Holy shit, man. Abe and all these guys. Look at these guys with these angry looks. What the fuck is going on here? All right, let's go to Abe. Let's see what Abe's got to say here. How you doing, Abe?
What's up, Silz? How you doing?
Man. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How's everything?
All good, man. Hanging in there. Let's see if you elevate this thing here. Let's go, Abe.
I get the mean look from my father. It's in the genes. I'm sorry. That's how it is.
All right. Not bad. I like it.
Hey, but I want to give you your flowers. You're the uncle I wish I always had. You tell her how it is. You give it straight up. Strong criticism, arrogant, and asshole, but that's how we like it.
Hey, the only city and the only place that I'll ever tolerate it is with Eagle fans in Philly, where someone goes, Silz, I love you so much, man, because you're the biggest asshole I've ever met. It's one of the greatest compliments you can possibly have, and it's a merit badge that I wear with great pride.
You're our asshole. That's what it is. You're our asshole. Ain't nobody else's but ours.
Hey, by the way, real quick, did you get it down to the parade?
No, I ain't get down to the
parade. Did you like what you saw though with what Eagle fans were doing?
Oh yeah. 2.5 million, or what was it? Over 2 million people over there. Yep. Support. That was big support. And that.
All right, Abe, you better have a bitch here. Abe, you better have a bitch here, man. I know we're boys here now, but what's your bitch to me, man?
So I got two things.
Okay.
How the hell did you think the Lions is going to win this Super Bowl, and you put the NFC the champions in the line in the Commanders' hands? How'd you expect them to win over us when we had Barkley, and we didn't? And it was Jaden's first year. Goff hasn't made shit happen.
Goff's been to a Super Bowl.
Did he do anything like Jalen Hurts has?
Dude, the best player in the Super Bowl was Sweat. Hurts was second.
That's true.
Josh Sweat had such a game. He's going to make $25 million in the open market over 3 years. That's how great a game he has. And the Eagles made that guy take a pay cut last year. You know why you're not getting him back? You told him last year he sucked. And what he did this year, he went out in the last 2-3 years, got you 26 sacks. That's why he hired Drew Rosenhaus. He's not coming back. You're losing Milton, maybe. Bond, I don't know. I think it's 50-50. And you have a training wheels coordinator already. This is going to make for a great 2025, Abe. I love it. Hey, baby, it's not what you did last. It's what you're going to do tomorrow. Let's go.
One thing I got to ask, I got actually two things. Why the hell you're not in Philly? And why the hell you're not coaching for our team? You have this much love for Jerome Brown.
Thank you, man.
Jalen Carter. You see Clint Hurt doing his job. Man, you could be right there with us. You
Hey.
can have a ring on your hand too.
Listen, I'll tell you what. A lot of people, you got to do this for me when you talk to Zander again. A lot of people, man, 97.5 and WIP, Philly Godfather said it. They're afraid of me. They're afraid of our show. They don't want me on the airways. There ain't nobody like me over there in them radio stations. They're unlistenable. That's why people like you are making this bitch make it one of the biggest shows going, is because you know why? I get to say whatever I want. I'm doing old school radio. I haven't changed in 20 years.
And I appreciate
this is what I've done my show like this. My hand will tell you. You know what? There were times when I got off the air, people thought I was going to get fired every fucking show I did. Okay? Because of how I am. But I love you, man.
Right
Get the
now.
fuck out of here, Abe. Get out of here. I love you, dude. You're good,
Love you, man.
You got it, brother. All good. All good, man. Hit the like button. Where are we in the likes? Okay? Where are we in the likes? By the way, I'm actually enjoying putting a face to you guys. Okay? I'm actually liking this. I see all these angry dude, this Lucius guy. I'm afraid to go to him. He's going to fucking bite my head off. Look at him. He's like, motherfucker, I'm coming for you. Look at old Lucius here, man. Where am I going? I'm going to Devon next. All right, let's go to Devon. Let's see if Devon's got something to say here. I know Devon.
Nice to informally meet you, Big Silz. Honored to be on your show, first and foremost.
Thank
Second
you.
of all, that helmet back there, shit. Take it the fuck. Get it off the damn shelf. Get it off. All right.
What are you, Zander's brother?
I might as well be. That thing's, I don't care what you call me. That helmet needs to go. All right. My biggest bone to pick with you. Let me ask you. Did Jalen get paid too early? Are you still on that?
No.
He didn't get paid too early.
Not now. Nope. Dude.
So he proved it to you.
When you win a Super Bowl, you erase. I'm not a guy that's going to do this. Devon, I'm not a guy that's going to stand on a hill that turns into an anthill.
Yes.
Okay? I'm not going to do
Most
that.
Definitely. I see that. Yes.
When a guy proves me wrong, why would I? I'm going to my takes to me are like Mount Vesuvius. But when they get reduced to anthills, you can't stand on those.
You're not a J-Mac. No offense. Love him.
I'm not going to stand on something that has no ground.
Yes, exactly. Well, my point was, I thought you were going to say yes, and I was going to say, well, why would you say that? Because a few of the other people brought up Russell Wilson. That would have been a disaster for our team. Our guy went in, and you lied to me. See, I was a Jalen Hurts believer back when Carson Wentz was our guy. I was like, that guy, I believe the whole 94 WIP bullshit where Wentz he's the locker room cancer, this, that, and the third. I went out and I was like, fuck this. I'm buying me a number 2 Hurts jersey. I'm with it. So I was when you told me he got paid too early, this, that, and third, I wasn't happy with it. I was like, that guy took us in our first year, his first season starting. He went in there 9-8, took us to the damn playoffs with Queasy fucking Watkins. And Devontae Smith, rookie year, he was great.
I thought that jersey you were wearing was Jake Elliott's jersey. I didn't. Oh, it's 2. It's
I think I'm buying the fucking captain.
It's Hurts.
The fake captain. Right. Smitty should have been the damn captain. I ain't buying that damn kicker's freaking jersey. All right. So, do you call yourself a statistician?
Kind of in a way. But how about this? I call myself. I look at numbers for trends.
Okay, I like that.
That doesn't define you. But there are trends on what you look. If you do something and you run one play 90% of the time, and you look at another play and you run it 10% of the time, that to me are the numbers that I look at on who you are and what your identity is trying to be. And that's why when you look at the Eagles running the ball more, the Eagles became a run team. They weren't a passing team until the last 2 games when they had to be. And people can make that distinction. They won the Super Bowl with that formula. I can't get away from that. So
most definitely. And my point in asking you that is because you always bring up Hurts doesn't throw for 4,000 yards, right? It is I wouldn't call it a problem, but it is something to look at. Now, in my opinion, the Eagles zig before they zag. I think a lot of people say that, but we zig before we zag. So Well, the rest of the league it's a pass-heavy league. It's a pass-heavy. We're a run team. We're not throwing for 4,000 yards. Quarterbacks back then weren't throwing for 4,000 yards.
Would you not agree the NFL has evolved into a passing league, whereas
I 100% agree, especially on the AFC side.
To your point, though, you went like this. The league may be evolving that, but the Eagles went, fuck it, won a Super Bowl running it.
Now, these defenses are prepared, for a pass-heavy game. Don't let up the deep ball. And here comes the Birds. Fucking run it down your damn throat. And in my opinion, that is exactly what I want to see. Old school ball. I mean, my father, he was a coach and all that, not in the NFL, but when he coached me and all that, it was we zig before we zag. We're an old school team. We do this. Defense wins championships. And that's what exactly the Birds went out and did this season is the defense won us the damn championship. Go ahead.
Let me see that hat of yours. What do you got that thing here? How come you got
JAKIB hat. I was wearing her to work today. This is my daily. I only threw her on right now for freaking, the show.
I like it, dude. All right. Great stuff. Get the fuck out of here now. Great stuff, man.
Hey, take care, buddy.
Great stuff. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Devon. I appreciate it. All right. I like the hat, Devon. Good stuff, man. I thought it was Zander's brother. Fuck you. Hey, like this guy comes in barking F-bombs and everything. I was like, holy shit. I thought I was watching a Big Z and Johnny Mac show. Holy shit. I like Devon, though. He's good, man. Where am I going next, Zander? Where are we going here? Bob Brown. Holy shit. I want to see what this guy looks like because this guy's got some intelligent takes. Let's go to Bob. All right, Bob. Let me hear your stuff, man. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for coming aboard, man.
Silz, I'm happy to be here. Let me just say, I was talking with Al Golden just the other day. He says nothing but the nicest things about you. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to get out of you, brother.
You must be a Penn State guy then, from where I'm sitting.
No.
No,
I grew up with him. I played Pop Warner football with him. I played high school football with him.
Here was my problem with him.
I've known him since I was 6 years old.
Here was my problem with Al when he was at Miami. He thought that he was going to not recruit the southern area and the South Florida kids, and he was not going to go into Woodrow Wilson. He was not going to go into Palmetto, and he was going to go up to By the way, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Ohio. They're great football players, but the majority of those great players go to Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State. If anything, they go now to Boston College. And he was recruiting kids that were going to be 3-star or 3-star guys. And my problem with him was that he didn't want to stay in the South Florida area and recruit the state of Florida, which was Dade County, Broward County, and Fort Lauderdale. He didn't want to do that, man. So he really did a lot of issues when it came to me, when it came to how he was not building that program. That was my only bitch. I liked him, but I didn't like him as my head coach.
Well, there was also some things there with, as you know, some of the high school coaches in South Florida say, you want my kid to come play quarterback, I want a spot on your staff.
No, not only that.
With Shalala calling the shots at that time, Shannon left him with, there was some issues there with academics, and he was brought in to fix the problem. So
plus the Nevin Shapiro bullshit.
Absolutely. So he got dealt up. He's a very good coach. He's a very good man. He loved having it because I talked to him. He said, "You don't think I want the former players on the sidelines helping recruit this stuff, but I can't bring in a lot of the same nonsense that was brought in the past because the marching orders were different." Because I think if you had Shalala on fire on the side of the road and Golden on the side of the road, you'd piss on Golden, you let Donna Shalala burn.
No. I can't. Donna Shalala did more. She was Clinton. She worked in the Clinton White House.
Yes, she did.
She became the president of the University of Miami. She was the most destructive human being that I've ever seen at the University of Miami, and I could not stand that chick. I hate her with all my might.
She wanted to make Miami the Stanford of the South.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, no, not you, but yeah. When I heard that, I'm like, I went to Miami to get the degree that you fold up in your pocket. I didn't go to get degrees like you got up there at Harvard or Stanford, where you're some sort of okay. So Bob, tell me something, man. What do you make of the Eagles hiring a guy in training wheels again with no experience whatsoever as the offensive coordinator?
So that's a very good question. I'll say it this way. Yesterday on your show, you did not have as big a deal because it was continuity. He won't change the offense, maybe 5-10%. We all agree, hopefully, we have to make the passing game a bigger part of the offense because you'll have balance between run and pass, and you will keep the defensive coordinators on their toes and they can't focus. Somehow you went home last night and talked to somebody, and now it's a play calling issue because yesterday he wasn't a play caller and it wasn't a big deal. And today it's clearly a big deal that you want your offensive coordinator to know how to call plays. I don't think any of us know. Now you might have insight.
No, I on February 20th, Bob, I don't know if it's a bad hire or not. I don't know that yet.
Right. I don't know if what input he had in calling games with Kellen Moore and what his position was and what he did in that room. He may have a very good understanding of how Kellen laid out a game plan. And this might be the Andy Reid hire because nobody thought Andy Reid could be a head coach coming as a quarterback coach from Green Bay. So I think we give the guy a shot, trust but verify. I agree. He comes out the first 2 weeks next year and we look like we're on training wheels again. But yeah, he's not going to be here long because we know this team can do it.
Absolutely. Bob, I'm going to roll here because I'm going to try to get one more in. Great to put a face to you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I like his take.
Great show, man. Absolutely great show.
Thank you so much, Bob. I like that guy, man. All right, I got time for one more, I think, in here. Zander, who am I going to go to here, man? I got time for one more guy. Lucius. Okay, we'll do two. So this guy, Lucius, has got this puss on his face like he wants to kick my ass. I don't know where we're going here with this. Then we're going to do Eduardo here. All right. Without further ado, it looks like the meanest guy JAKIB history here. It is Lucius. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, brother. How you doing today?
Good, man. I appreciate you being here.
I know I look mean. I am mean. But let me go ahead and start off by saying this. Before I go rip you, this is the first time I got to say this with you. I've been watching you in some capacity for about 25 years. And everything I hear about the racist stuff and stuff like that, it couldn't be further from the truth. You got my support. I appreciate that you're giving your time to Philly. You need to move to Philly. But
I hear that every day. By the way, thank you so much for saying that, because if you ever listen to my show, I got into radio for one reason. And I'll tell you the reason I got into it for. Not to get anywhere with it, but because there were not enough African-American coaches in college football. There were, at the time when I got into sports talk, there were 3 out of 137. I think that number was atrocious, and it's only 7 to this day. And so that was truly one of the reasons. And plus paying student athletes, those were the 2 main reasons that I got into sports talk, because I wanted to be around the game. But those 2 issues have always polarized my show. And you know, when you say a stupid thing, and I've been on the air for 40 years almost, when you say, I'll just say this to you, man. I mean, Lucius, when you're on the air for as long as I've been, you're going to say dumb shit. Look at my takes this year. Some of them have been the worst of all time.
Worst. The absolute worst.
Right. Let me hear you. Go ahead, man. Let me hear you.
So, I mean, we already talked about the record and everything else. Perspective, nobody talked about here. Let's talk about that Kellen Moore didn't improve the passing game.
He didn't.
Okay, no. Numbers say he didn't. But there's something that Jalen was doing towards the end of the season that he's never done, and you ripped him for years. Read the defense. Any objective Eagles fan know that Jalen Hurts couldn't read a book, right? When it came to defenses. Towards the end of the year, the checks that he was making, the protections that he was calling, the sacks, they actually started to go down. If you look at the rate he was getting sacks, they actually started to go down. He started to understand the game of football. Understanding the game of football and the pass protection spot is what he did. He didn't improve the numbers, no, but he improved the passing game by improving Jalen Hurts' ability to read defense, and it's only going to help him to evolve as he goes forward in his career.
The last 8 quarters of the year, I think is what you're referencing in. he totally outplayed every quarterback that was on the field, and he also outplayed the defensive coordinators. Remember who he beat the last 2 games? Dan Quinn, and he beat Steve Spagnuolo in the last 2 football games in 8 quarters. And that's the one thing that Nick Bolton said the whole time, that he was so ahead of his checkdowns in the Super Bowl that, you know, he had us guessing every single time. That was the first time I had heard anybody ever say that about the kid. So I'll throw this back at you here. Don't you agree then that maybe him learning how to set those protections took maybe 4 or 5 more months than what people thought it was going to take for him setting that, because the sacks were high. And as you just stated, he started getting better, lesser sacks, and he started reading a little bit better as the season went into the playoffs, because he felt more comfortable where the blitzes were coming from.
All Eagles fans should be able to say that the first 12 games of this year as a developing protection caller was absolutely horrendous. But he never did it before. He was never trusted to do it before. And that's where Nick comes in, because another take that Nick is not a good coach. Nick said, hey, he came to Nick and said, I need to be able to do this, because Nick was going to allow the O-line to continue to call the protection. And he said, hey, I need to do this. And Nick said, you know what? All right, you're our quarterback. Go ahead and do it.
You're not sitting here telling me that you think Nick Sirianni was the reason to win a Super Bowl and not those 2 coordinators.
No, I'm not saying that Nick is elite as a coach. I'm just saying he's not a bum. Like, he's not a bum. Like, we're not gonna confuse him with Andy Reid.
No, and he's not Rich Kotite.
No, that's what I was about to say. He's not Rich, and he's not Chip, because that's our new number 1 enemy there. I don't care about the 10-6. He's not Chip Kelly. All right, he's not going to ruin something for his ego. He's going to sit down and take whatever suggestion comes to him, because he listens, and that's how we won a Super Bowl, because we ran the football, because he listened. Now,
I like this guy. I like you, man. I like you. You got great takes. You took a shit on me a little bit there. Okay, you know, you remind me a little of Jerome. So I like it. I mean, you kind of gave it to me here a little bit, and you got some reasoning to yourself here. I'll ask you one last question then. What do you make of the Training Wheels offensive coordinator? You all right with it?
No, but yes at the same time. I'm gonna give you both sides of this one. No, because it's unknown. Who likes unknown? But one thing we could say about him, he's been in the room with Frank Reich as an OC in Indy. He's been in the room when Nick started the play calls. He's been there since Shane took the play calls. He's been there now. Kellen had the play call. So that doesn't mean that it's going to equate, but there's 4 different minds. He's been learning. Let's give him a shot. Do I wish we would have went in a different direction? Yes. Not Frank Reich, but a different direction. Yes. But hey, you know what? I mean, everybody has to get a start somewhere. And because of Jalen Hurts, because of the O-line, because of Saquon, they're going to be able to cover up some things. So if he has a rough patch, unlike Brian Johnson, who got scapegoated, if he has a rough patch, he has the talent there to overcome that. And that defense is going to come a lot. So he has some time.
Gave you extra time because I thought you were warranted of the extra time. I appreciate it, and I'm glad we put a face to it. And you're one of my favorites. You're one of my favorites, man. I appreciate that. I like you, man. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate the show, and keep going, keep grinding.
You got it, man. Appreciate it. Very nice. All right. Now, I got a guy coming up here who's got a cigar in his fucking mouth. This guy must be Jalen Hurts' brother here. So, all right, let's go to the last guy here. We're going to – is that Eduardo the guy? He's the last one. Oh, Ward, here he is. Look at this guy. Holy shit. What the hell is this here, man? Okay, man. Oh, there you go. That's what happened. Oh, there he is.
What up, big back?
All right, man. All right, so you got the cigar. You got your Super Bowl win. You got to be on heaven. What is your bitch, my friend?
Chill. Big back. Hey, check this out, man. I got 2 bitches, and I got 1 request from you, all right?
All right.
You're a good guy, though, man, so I respect you for that. So check this out. The first thing I got to say, though, 9 wins, man. 9 fucking wins. Jesus criminy, Silz. What's wrong with you, man? Hey, I will say this, though, bro. Hey, it's a whole lot better than Angelo Cataldi's Oompa Loompa having-ass prediction, all right? And with his 5 wins, you feel me? Oh, tan-ass, having-ass boy. So I'll let you talk about that 9 wins right fast. What you got, man? What you got?
All right. Hey, I didn't believe the defense was going to be where it was, man. I thought the defense was going to be with all the – well, dude, those guys were bums that played out last year. Now this year, you know what? The coaching was so good, and the players buying in was so good. Remember what Vic said Vic was asked in the first press conference for the start.
Hey man, Vic is a godsend though.
He goes like this. He goes like this. He goes, "What kind of defense are you going to have?" He goes, "I don't know yet." So if the coordinator didn't know, that's what I took it from. He goes, "When do you think?" Someone asked the question, "When do you think your defense is going to be good?" He goes, "Week 12." Well, dude, the defense was good after week 5.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say this though, Vic definitely brought in all those players. You know, they all led. You know, he led them. You know, so I mean, I definitely give my praises to him and all respects to him as well as every other Philly fan in fucking Philly. You feel me?
Yeah. No, they. I tell you what, man, they're going to be, if they can keep 95 to 90% of the players that they have as free agents, and they draft right again, and you keep that same coaching staff intact. Say you bring. How about Myles Garrett? Now, listen, somebody kept asking me this, and Zander and I even talked about it. 2 1s and Nolan Smith for Myles Garrett.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with Johnny Mack on that one, Bo, on some real shit. You know, because he did say 2 1s. Our number 1 this year is a late pick, 32. Next year, it might wind up being another one. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't have on Philly green eyes, colored eyes right now or anything like that, but I do feel like we're going to go back to the ship next year as well. So that might be another 32 right there. And it's Myles Garrett, man. When you compare, you can't compare him to Nolan Smith. I don't care who you are, man. I don't care about the future. None of that.
He's the third best. He's the third best player. To Zander's point, you could make the argument. He's the best player in the game. I mean, we're not talking about, like when someone said AJ Brown potentially in a trade for that. I would say this. Myles Garrett's better than any player that's on the current.
We ain't trading AJ Brown, Silz. Hey, chill with that. We ain't trading AJ Brown. AJ Brown's staying forever.
Dude, AJ Brown,
D was with us. Hey, D was with us. But hey, I will say this though. On your point and everything with Garrett, he's arguably the best defender in the fucking league right now. You know, so I mean, I would definitely give Nolan Smith and those 2 firsts for Myles Garrett right out the bat, because I mean, picturing him with Jalen Carter, boy.
Dude,
like, pick your fucking poison.
How about this, man? You get a really great kid in the draft. Okay, say you get that kid Jake Sawyer from Ohio State.
Yeah.
You got Myles Garrett at one end, and inside you have Jordan Davis and you have Jalen Carter.
Forget about it. Hey, they're gonna be doing this all season, baby. All season. That's what we're gonna be doing. Whoever the fuck we go up against.
Wouldn't that be the best front 7 in the league?
Come on. Arguably. All right, my second bitch. Silz, you really said the Commodes were gonna be the fucking NFC East champions, boy? They're gonna take the East?
Hold on, they made it to the NFC Championship game.
I'll give you that, but still, though, the Commodes are having just one fucking rookie quarterback on top of that.
How about if Myles Garrett lands in Washington? Miles lands in Washington, and you put him on that defense, and then they sign Zach Bond in Washington.
Hey, that's a lot of what ifs, man. You feel me? Hey, it's a lot of what ifs. Yeah. Hey, that's why I ain't explaining it. Hey, we can all control what we can control. You feel me? I can't really say anything about that. You know, I mean, if it happens, it happens. We're gonna be ready for it, regardless of the fact. But if it doesn't,
I like this guy too, man.
Hey, if it doesn't happen,
I need my friends back home.
Like I said, you know, I mean, we can only control what we can't control. We can't stress about that, you know, moving forward. And I know a lot of people in the chat, you know, because I'll be watching the show here and there, just about damn near every fucking day, you know. But you know, there's a lot of people in there who always stress about you know, the what ifs and everything. It's just like, y'all, chill the fuck out. Whatever happens, happens. You know, we got arguably the best GM in the fucking league, and Howie Roseman and everything. You know, it's fucking Howie season, bro. He's about to plug on that ski mask. He's about doing work, man. I'm telling you, he's about fucking. He gonna be signing motherfuckers, man. We don't give a fuck. That's what I'm chilling with him.
All right. That's not enough of this. All right.
Hey, one last
thing. Great stuff. Great.
One last thing. My request. All right.
Oh, yep.
All right. So, Silz, from now on, listen to me, big back. From now on, any single time that you bring up Jalen Hurts and you compare him to Herbert, Daniels, Goff, Burrow, Jackson, hey, hold on, and your boy, Josh Allen, please refer to Jalen Hurts as the fucking champ, baby. From now on, please refer to him as the champ. Because you already know why, right? Hey, mad love, Silz. Hey, from North Carolina, baby, mad love, my boy.
You got it, man. I appreciate it. I like this guy too. All right. Enough of this shit here, man. All right. You know, that was good. I like Eduardo, man. I like a lot of these guys, man. All right. Not bad. Feel pretty good about it. Do me a favor and hit the like button. By the way, I think we got some supers in here. Let's bring my boy Zander Krause in here.
Oh my. First off, I have a bone to pick with the entire chat. All right. That was more of a glaze fest than it was a win. How many people are going to tell me how much they love Sileo? All right, I get it. You love Sileo. You know, I have it graded out. I guess maybe you could give Eduardo a win. Maybe. I didn't really think he won. Maybe Lucius. I got 11-1. MRees is the only guy that gave you the business. What happened, chat? What happened? All the people who come in, you know how many comments I get? You need to do this to Sileo. You need to do this to Sileo. No, I don't need to do anything, okay? Because that was a glaze fest, like a glaze I've never seen before, all right? I have it graded out 11-1 with your only winner, MRees. Okay, we got a bunch of keyboard warriors, Sileo.
Look at Zander. He's so disappointed.
I mean, listen, I thought a couple guys were great, but they didn't win. I thought Eduardo was great. He was entertaining. I thought he was cool. I like
Lucius.
Yeah, I love Lucius. I knew Lucius from the post-game show. HKP was great. A lot of guys were great. All right. Devon, I thought was great. I like Devon because he was rocking a JAKIB hat. And people said you look like me. If anybody else said Devon,
no. I should have said he sounded like fuck this, fuck that. Fuck
I'll tell you what. I want to give people because I'm not going to stay on long. I just wanted to recap the segment, which I thought was hilarious.
We have any supers,
I'll get to them. Yeah. People didn't pick up on your game. All right. And I'm giving away your secret right now that nobody picked up on. And I got to give Bob Brown some kudos because he did it back to you and nobody picked up on it. You throw people off with the way you introduce. HKP comes on. He's probably got a sheet of stuff and you call him AJ Brown. He's all out of whack. You know, you do that with everybody and nobody knew how to combat it. You know, Devon had probably a great thing set up and he's like, well, did you say this? And you're like, oh, no. And boom, you threw him off his game. So Bob comes in with a name that he knew you would react to and a way to get you into conversation. So a tip of the can go to Bob Brown for using Sileo, his methods on him. But Silz, you were the Eagles in the Super Bowl today. You went belt to ass on the chat. You went belt to ass in the chat. And I'm sorry, but I don't think they're allowed to chirp you anymore. And you know who else is I will not chirp MRees once this offseason. MRees, you are now out of the Zander crosshairs permanently until the next season begins.
Did you see the gig he had? He had all the jerseys on. He had
great.
the whole setup.
And he came prepared. He had good actual takes of yours that were trash. And he brought him up. MRees is out of the crosshairs. Everybody else, come on. I was a little let down. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God, Zander's like this. You fuckers let me down today.
I mean, I was expecting some smoke. This guy's been killing this football team for years.
He's right. Zander goes like this, and all of a sudden I saw this guy. He had a list in his hand, and I go, "Is that fucking AJ Brown?" The guy goes like this. He goes, I said, shit, you're either A.J. Brown or Derrick Henry.
You threw him off his game immediately.
He took his list and put it down.
Dude, you threw him off. Even Anton got thrown off his game early, but he came in glazing. Everybody came in glazing. Who else? Who else did I miss? Who else was good? Devon was good. I like Devon. MRees was easily the best.
How about HK?
Wait, the best throw off, the best move you made all day was calling the guy Emanuel Acho. He had no idea what to say. You threw him off his game so quick.
Come on, Acho. What do you got for me?
Oh, man. It was great. Good segment, though, Silz. I wanted to recap it, but I got it at 11-1. Sileo wins. So we call that belt to ass. If somebody wants to say the score was different, I'm open to hear it. I think the only guy who maybe had a chance at a win was Eduardo. I thought Lucius was close. People said Bob Brown won. A friendly powwow is not a win. All right. A friendly powwow is not a win about Al Golden. Come on.
He cleated everyone.
Yeah, he did. He did. Eduardo's got it at 10-2. I think he's giving himself.
Zander did, though. He fucking exposed my fucking game.
I did. I had to because it was too obvious to me, and every person got thrown off with it. I'm like, come on.
I always put people on their heels if they're coming after you. Always remember that.
That's true. That's the art of war right there. Silly with a little Sun Tzu. I like it.
Yeah.
Lucius
if we have any supers, let's read
let's
them.
get to them. And Jay, I can't believe he didn't show up today. He said, I'll be honest, next time I'll come up, but it's going to be a glaze fest. I love Big Silz.
Thank you, Maniac. I love you. Hey, dude, I got to tell you, man, seeing the faces like you do, you're right, man. It's
cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you see Lucius in the chat.
Yep.
What's up, brother? You see HKP, MRees. It's cool.
Yep.
I love that too.
Yep.
That's what I loved about the parade too. I met a lot of people at the parade.
Yep.
Handsome Hustler, who was handsome. You know what? Before I read your super chat, let me just rip you because he had something to say about every person that had the stones to come on the show. And here he sits in the shadows, afraid to speak. Come on, handsome. He says Lucius got Wendy's and McDonald's. Come on, that's bullshit.
I'll be right there with Lucius, man. We're boys now, Lucius. I like you, man.
Yeah.
We need an OG.
We need an OG. These Zoomers are soft. I don't know, man. Bob was pretty soft too.
MRees is the only one that came in with prepared. He was prepared. And you know what he did? Always remember from now on, folks, always talk over Big Silz. Okay?
It's hard to do. It's hard to do.
When you talk over, that's how you win an argument.
Yeah. I appreciate MRees' take, though, because he's correct. He goes, it's hard to not be starstruck. I watch the dude every day. And I'm not saying you're this great big star or anything, which I think you are, but people come up here and they get a little nervous. I think it's people, they're not ready for it.
But I knew that.
I think this might be Emanuel who was on the show.
It's Emanuel Acho.
Emanuel, he got you, bro. He threw you off your game, man. He threw you off your game. All y'all kitty cats ain't do shit. Abe, you were glazing the most of anybody. Are you kidding me, Abe? Abe was up here freaking giving you powwows for 16 minutes. Abe ate up half the hour with his glaze. No, Lucius, you were good. Lucius, you were one of the guys who I was on the fence on. I could have given you.
Yeah, Lucius, you're all right, man.
I thought Lucius was good. I thought he was good. Who else we got? Kimbo says, I've been sick in the hospital for 3 weeks. The Super Bowl and this show. Kimbo, I hope you feel better.
Me too, Kimbo.
We appreciate you checking in. Abe in the car with his pants to his ankles. See, Handsome Hustler is just taking shots at everybody. Prince says, MRees is elite. Yes.
Elite.
Yes. MRees, I'm a man of my word, MRees. You're out of my crosshairs till the next season begins.
Hey, he was prepared, man. He knew that
and he was entertaining. He was good. I thought he was great.
Yep.
Daniel says better at being on vacation. Martin Perez looking like a fat version of Ricky Martin. I don't know who he's talking about there.
I don't know.
Dominican Uber driver in Canada. Ninja drove all the way from Times Square to drop off a killer at Tim Hortons.
I told that guy, hey, tonight, man, I wish you nothing but the worst luck.
Yeah,
Canada versus Team USA.
That was Emanuel. He was good. Hanson says, patchy ass beard doing top flight security. Yeah, you're not talking about my boy Bonehead, are you? No, nobody goes for Bonehead. Bonehead is my boy. I love Jeff the Bonehead. All right.
Like Bonehead.
There's no attacking Bonehead. Dre Tucker says, screw Clemson. Roll Tide, baby. Woo!
I came in. Hey, next time when you come in with a Clemson jersey and you're touting your school, have some balls about yourself going, Clemson. To me, I thought you were in I thought we were at a fireside chat. that we were getting ready to talk about Clemson. Come on, man. Show me that you love your school. I didn't even know what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, Dio got soft. Dio, you went soft, brother. Handsome hustler. This guy looks like he goes out of How to Catch a Predator with a case of beer. Large meat lovers. Pay attention. Boy, you were shitting on everybody. Those dreads connected to that hat. Pay attention. Nah, come on. No, don't do HKP like that. All right, two more. Coach Taylor. What's up, Coach? He says, off topic, but how much is Philly paying Dickerson?
20.
Yeah, 20. I'm rewatching the season. I'm not sure he shouldn't be in jail. He's decapitating linebackers normally. He's a stud.
Hey, you want to know a horrible take? In the offseason, trade Dickerson.
Who brought that up today? Reyes?
I think so.
Yeah, see, Reyes had all the takes that were actual trash. That was an egregious take by you. Anthony Wilson. Zander, they took an L like your ass do every day. Yes. Anthony, I'm happy people learned that it ain't as easy as it looks, all right? All right? I appreciate that comment, though. I appreciate that.
Poor John McMullen, man, because every time Zander gets done with me, he goes in there in the morning and he's like, oh, you know what Zander does? He has to back up.
I'm a little disappointed.
Fuck, look at you, man.
I mean, all these, you know how many comments I get a day, Sileo, people mad about, how many DMs, how many emails I've gotten over the years about people mad about Big Silz, and we open up the show and we got a glaze fest.
Hey,
I should have known.
I felt pretty good about today. I think everybody loved it.
Yeah, of course you did. You just got glazed for an hour and 14 minutes.
All right, Zander, great stuff.
Your Aunt Betty just clipped out that whole segment and is showing it to her coworkers. Look how awesome my nephew is, because everybody loves him. That's how much of a glaze fest that was.
Oh man, very good. Zander's disappointed in you guys. I will say that, man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not disappointed, but I won't be taking any bullshit from the chat moving forward. I tell you that much. Y'all exposed yourselves.
Zander, great stuff, brother. We'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yeah, man.
You got it. Great stuff, guys. All right, let me do this and pay some bills here. Our great friends at Morgan & Morgan, folks. We appreciate you guys being here. I thought you guys were sensational. We're very proud to be able to have Morgan & Morgan on the program. And because of you guys, this is why our great friend of 20 years, Morgan & Morgan, is here. They're the #1 and biggest injury law firm in America, with over $20 billion recovered for their clients. Morgan & Morgan has a track record that is absolutely second to none. In Pennsylvania, I told you about the family, $650K they were offered by an insurance company in the initial claim. No way. $26 million was given to that family in Pennsylvania. In Florida, a insurance company came in and wanted to only give them $350K. No way. The team of Morgan & Morgan went in and got that family $12 million in recovery. That's right. Life is hard. We all know it, but this would be the easiest decision that you ever made. If you're ever injured, please check out my friends at Morgan & Morgan, where the fee is free. Now, get this. Unless they win, that's when we start talking here, but the fee is free. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/Big Silz or #529. That's FORthepeople.com/Big Silz or #529. Do me a favor. You tell them Big Silz sent you.
This is